Hey, it's V and you're watching Buzzing with V. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm making a 3D embellishment book. It is going to be a part 1 and a part 2. Here are the dies I'm using from scrapdivadesigns.com. I'm not going to use all of the dies in this die set. However, I will be making the 3D embellishment book and we'll go over the flowers in the next video, so part 2. I'm also using the A2 size card box, and that will be linked below as well. I'm also using the uppercase alphabet and number set, die set, and that one will be also clickable in the link below, as well as I have a discount code for you if you like to use my discount code. It's V10%. That's VEE10 and the percent sign. I am using 3 collections for this embellishment book. I decided to hit my stash. I have leftovers of 3 collections. I'm using the Hey Pumpkin collection. I'm also using the Halloween Party collection, and I'm using 31 by Frank Garcia paper collection. Let's go ahead and get into this. So as far as the lining, I'm showing you here that you would need 3 sets of that for the front cover. So that is for the front cover, the back cover, and the spine. So this is the die you'll be using for that. And you will also need 2 for the inside, and I will show you that later. As far as the base, you will need 4 of these. And so I am using 65 a pound cardstock from Michaels, and that is the Recollections brand. And I just wanted it to be very sturdy and durable, and so I wanted to double up on the cardstock. As far as the spine, I'm going to glue that later on. I did prep a few of the pages off camera just for the sake of time. So if you have any questions, just let me know. I would be happy to answer them. Here's the box for the embellishment book, and I'm showing you that you need to die cut 2 of those, and they're in black, as well as I'm showing you 1 set for the lining of the box. However, in the end, I die cut 2 sets instead. So here's the orange pattern paper. That's for the inner part of the embellishment book. And here I'm sharing with you that you need 5 pieces of the lining. So that's 3 for the front and 2 for the inside. And I'm also sharing with you again the base. You need 4 of those. And that's just to make it durable, your book. You don't have to go this route. You can just use 1 if you'd like. I'm using 4 to double up on those. Okay, so I'm going to set those aside here, just right on top of that die set, just so you'll know. I also did some distressing on the pages. I've been into the distressing with scissors. I do know there's a tool out there that's definitely on my list to get. Let's get started on assembling the base. So it's fairly simple. All I did was start off with the single sheets for the base, the front, the back, and the spine. I used my scoreboard to keep everything straight, and I also used some liquid glue to adhere those pages. As soon as I'm finished with that, I'm just making sure that everything is straight. And you do not want to have this slanted in any way, so this part needs to be perfect. And you can use a scoreboard to achieve that. So here I'm going to go ahead and glue down the other piece. So as I mentioned before, I'm doubling up on that. I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera, and here is what it looks like so far. Both sheets are on. The spine is a single sheet, and I will build on the spine in a bit. As far as the closure, I decided to go with some hand-torn fabric, and I'm using it as ribbon. I glued them down with some hot glue. So I'm showing you here how it looks like so far. It's turning out perfectly so far, and I like how it looks. It's time to start on the front cover and the back cover. So here I'm using the 31 collection to do that. I did not hand stitch, but machine stitch the pages there. And I also added some puffy stickers and some other stickers there. I'm showing you where the spine would go, but we're going to do that later. I wanted to do that last to be sure that I was able to adhere everything properly. I did make a mistake in this embellishment book, and I will show you later. It was actually one of the boxes that I included, but this is what the inside looks like so far. And I did layer up. Here's my prototype. I initially wanted to do that type of style, but I changed my mind. Here's the box. So I'm showing you the base for the inner box, and you do want to die cut two pieces for that. I'm also using the scoreboard to keep everything straight and glue everything on with some liquid glue. I'm also gonna die cut a liner for the box, and here I'm showing you one set. However, you do need two sets. In the end, I decided to line the inside of the box, so this is the outer side the outer box, and I glued on all of the pieces. So I initially wanted it to the spine to be glued to that box. However, I forgot I stitched a ghost there, and so now it doesn't close. So we are keeping it open. So here is the A2 size. It's called the A2 card front shadow frame die set. I believe the depth of this is 3/4, and I needed it to be 1/4 of an inch. So I had to modify that. And I needed it smaller. I needed it to be 1/4 of an inch. So here I'm showing you um, in the black lines. This is what I did. I scored right there for all sides, and that's how I was able to achieve a smaller box. So it went from 3/4 of an inch to 1/4, and you are able to do that too. I didn't accommodate the layering of all of the cardstock, so I was a bit I think I did 7.5 inch, and I needed to do 1/4 of an inch. So you guys at home can do 1/4 of an inch. I did a 1/2 inch, messed up, but it still worked out. It's a little tight. I didn't want it to be that tight. My initial plan was to build some layers on those boxes. However, I'm still happy with the result. I love how it turned out. So now I want to adhere all of these pieces to the front cover and start decorating. So I am using a few dies for my stash. The ghost is a very old die. You cannot get it. And I'm also using a handmade rosette that I made. The paper for the rosette. Oh, here is Mr. Linus, my beautiful fluffies. I was trying to bring him into the frame in the camera, but he didn't want to. He ended up getting out, you guys. He is an indoor cat, and he got out for the very first time ever. Scared the living daylights out of everyone, and I'm so glad that he didn't run away. He stayed in the lawn, and we're glad for that. But that's why he was a bit dirty there. his his fur should be white, and it was brown. Okay, so here's all the layers. This is what it's looking like. Here's my sticker. I wanted to add some glue there just to make sure it didn't fall off. And so the owl's going on with some liquid glue, little sticker there. Um, and I'm doing some hot glue for this ephemera piece. It's flat, so it worked out. The chipboard, I had to take off lots of layers of the chipboard to make it very thin, and also using a an ephemera piece there for the spine. And so this is like everything that I had left over from these collections. I tried to pair it together. I still have some bits and pieces that I could probably create a journal or something with it. And I wanted to add a dangle here. I'm already done here. I'm just going to add my dangle. And as far as the embellishments, again, that's going to be in part 2. So stay tuned, and we can see how much embellishments I could fit into this. So I loved how it turned out, and this concludes the video. There's the inside there. If you want to go that route, you can line the inside, and it just brings it just everything just looks so much brighter if you do that. And let me know if you like this, and I will see you in the next video.